Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. One of the strongest decks in this first week of the new expansion is actually Timelines. But not the Timelines that you're thinking of. Not Trundle, but instead Jax Ornn. And the reason for that is because all the Jax Weapon Master units get so much value from Timelines, right? You can play the Timelines if you get it on turn 1, and then each one of your Weapon Masters, when they transform to a better unit, they still keep the weapons with them. So all of a sudden, you have like these units that get just massive and get the value of improvising without the lower stats that obviously the weapon masters have, right? So like the hook master is a 1-1, right? The castaway is a 2-1. They become so much better units. Plus the weapon on top of them is absolutely ridiculous, the amount of value that you get, especially here with the combat kit. You can hardball some crazy combos, right? So the idea with this deck is that you're able to just, obviously, Timelines is very important. It is a Timelines deck. It is very, very, very important, right? So we play Timelines, and as soon as we play Timelines, now we're able to transform all our units and just start putting so much pressure on the opponent and just kind of overwhelm them with our attacks so that they cannot recover. And, you know, you just gotta put a lot of tempo, a lot of pressure, as you've seen in some of the games today. It's ridiculous how much tempo, how much pressure you can put because of how big these units can get. The rest of the deck is kind of supporting that archetype, right? So Catch is there to kind of be able to equip equipment for 1 mana, kind of get some nice surprise attacks in there. And also the +1/+1 can matter in certain situations, save your units. Send Urchin and Boom are there for draw, and they're also in general gear units, and obviously being able to get the Flame Chompers is nice. Jax level up is really easy in this deck because you have so many units with equipment, so Jax can actually be a game finisher. Mystic Shot just to finish up some of the opponent's units and obviously finish up their Nexus. Tantric and Rummage are there to give us draw, to keep us in a healthy state, right? And then we finally have Vi, which can be a really good finisher because with all these improvised units, we can potentially get overwhelmed to be able to finish up the game with her. Again, this deck is all about the timeline. So think of like the Risu combo timeline decks that I've shown off before. Your win rate completely varies whether you get timelines on turn 1 or you get it later. But if you get timelines on turn 1, this deck is absolutely feels unbeatable. Like, absolutely unbeatable, as you'll see in some of the games today. But anyways, hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. And as always, if you like the content, please be sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Feel the Rush. Ooh, this could be bad. If we don't get timelines early, this could be bad. If we don't get timelines early, this could be bad. And then we end up with 3 timelines. I'm gonna keep one Vi. I don't think Vi is that good in this matchup, but she might, you know, she might put enough pressure that the opponent, you know, we at least force. Okay, we have the perfect curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a perfect curve, right? So with timelines, we Ionian Hookmaster, get value from the Improvise and turn her into something better. The opponent wants to ramp, it's not gonna matter. So this is where it gets crazy, right? This is where it gets crazy. I like the Scout. I like the Scout. Like the Scout. Sure, we can do the Tornado Warrior. It's a Scout that has a 3 attack. Battle Feast? Alright. Gets punished by the Battle Feast. Cool. Still, opponent's not ramping, right? So opponent's not ramping, which is kind of what I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I would have preferred to have a better weapon choice, but it's fine. Castaway here. Let's just improvise. Yeah, let's go for the Shepherd's Authority. Don't need to do anything else. Let's go for the Badger Bear. Just have as much damage as possible. It's a 6/6 Badger Bear now, right? That the opponent has to deal with. We go for the Combat Cook and do the same thing. Yeah. Fearsome? Fearsome looks pretty good to me. Gives me an extra health as well. Oh, we get the Gristle Ranger, which is actually a Scout unit. Sign me up. So Scout unit that has 6/3 attack and fearsome. And this is how ridiculous Timelines is. The Improvise gives you so much value with the equipment. Like so much value. It's absolutely nuts. Opponent literally has to vengeance this, which gives me another Badger Bear. And on the Badger Bear, we can actually give it Scout. So now the Badger is still pushing 8 damage. And we still push 10. So just like that, opponent's down. And Jax is leveled up. Just like that, opponent's down to 6 health. This deck is so gross. Sure. Look how much I care about your little Trundle. Look how much I care about your little Trundle. Opponent only has 7 mana, so I'm not even gonna pretend that he has anything that's gonna matter to us. So we're just gonna go here. Sure. Let me get an elusive as well so that we can push even more damage. With 6 mana, and we want to develop. With 6 mana, we want to develop. Yep. Yeah. Timelines, improvise. This is actually nuts. GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Nasus Kindred, which I think is a little bit problematic for us. As much as I love Jax, we really need timelines. Okay, we get the timelines, but our curve is a little bit awkward now. Because we only had the combat curve. We need the Union Hookmaster or any other of our early units. But getting timelines early puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. Oh, they mulligan everything too. Interesting. 2-drop? Oh, that's the great 2-hook. We talked about the Hookmaster, right? Nothing better than timelines on 1, Hookmaster on 2. Castaway on 3? Castaway on 3 or Jax? Either one I think is fine. Okay, second timeline's not amazing. We go for it right now. Honestly, I like the Shepherd's Authority. I like the Shepherd's Authority and just pushing a ton of damage. I like this. I kind of like just pushing a ton of damage here. If I'm being completely honest. This also is out of range of a lot of things. Opponent does get the prey to be able to, you know, phantom block as much as possible. We get the Jax though. Jax could die to the Haste Spike. So this is exactly what the opponent's gonna go for. Haste Spike here. Yeah. Oh, not a Haste Spike. Alright, so we know no Haste Spike now. Now, the concern here is gonna be opponent having access to Kindred. So Kindred means that we do lose the Jax. There we go. We're gonna go Baboon first. So that we don't lose the Jax, we go for the Disciple here. I guess we can go Fading Icon, that's also fine, but I think Disciple is probably better. That way, if the opponent has... let's say... like, the Haste Spike we can counter with the Mystic Shot, right? There we go. So we can go like this. Overwhelm? Scout? Both of these are pretty good. I think it's Scout. I think it's Scout to just level up. Oh yeah, I think it's definitely Scout. And now we just go ahead and just level up our Jax. It's a 7-5 with Scout. That's pretty good. That's kind of good. Huh. If I say so myself. So the Jax is going to be leveled up after this? Unfortunately, we can't summon the Flame Chompers. But we do have Catch. So we do have Catch. We do have Mystic. So we're able to keep our stuff alive against certain stuff. Wow. They have to block this. They have to block this. Opponent could have Mystic, I guess. Sorry, could have Battle Feast, not Mystic. But that gets punished by the Catch buff. So if they're purely relying on just Battle Feast, he gets punished by Catch. They also didn't kill anything here. Which means that they haven't activated Kindred. They didn't get the draw, didn't get to activate Kindred. We get to level up Jax, have the Overwhelm value on top of everything. I really want to keep this Disciple in the back. Just so that she can eat up the Kindred's mark. Biofeast here. Oh, please, please. Okay, Black Spear. Alright. That's better. That's better than the Battle Feast. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. That's better than the Battle Feast. Because I was really scared that the opponent was about to put a Battle Feast on us. And that was not gonna work out too well for them. We got Mystic Shot our own unit to stop the Kindred's mark. But I don't think it's necessary. I think the Mystic Shot is better served in other places. Let's get some value here. I guess we can go Sunny Urchin, to be honest. We can also go Rummage. I like the Rummage. I like the Rummage. Let's see if we just get something here right away. Yeah, this that unit. Hookmaster. That way, the Kindred mark is going to hit the Chompers and not like my actual important units. We can Hookmaster. It's better than the Vi because Vi kind of taps me out of answers. Yeah, I kind of like this better than the Vi. It gives me answers. It gives me answers, which is better than nothing. Sure. Overwhelm. I like the Overwhelm. It can work with the Vi pretty good. Problem with the Overwhelm is that it doesn't give me health, so I need to go with something that has more health than one. Just so that we don't just straight up lose, right? Okay. Now what? We go for a Battle Feast. We have ways to stop a second Battle Feast. Spirit Leash? Huh. So now we go here. Now we go here. We can play the Vi and have Mystic Shot and everything else to protect ourselves. Okay, alright. I get it. You get value. Let's go ahead and just kill one of these guys then so that we don't take a lot of damage. The Jax is gonna go super crazy. I kind of want to kill that Kindred, so that's why I'm attacking with the Vi on the Kindred, even though, you know, it's gonna put the Kindred in a weaker spot. So opponent has a choice here, right? They're not gonna get the Slate trigger to level up the Kindred. They can stop the Vi. It's not enough. It's not enough. I think we're okay with this. We still keep our full board. Pushing a ton of damage. And we get to put the Overwhelm on the Vi for a future turn. Right? So now the Vi is also going to have Overwhelm. Hit. Opponent gets a second Kindred. Like we expected. We can play the Sunny Urchin here. We can play the Sunny Urchin here. Blaze Squire. It's probably better than the rest, right? It gives me a discard fodder for the Rummage. Nasus. Doesn't do anything because we have the Vi. Nasus doesn't do anything to survive. Wow, really? Yeah. I don't know about that. Don't know about that, my friend. Atrocity? Well, the Kindred's now we're close to leveling up. So do we even care? Because the problem is if I go like this, it's going to put it on this guy. So we can go like this, but then that means that this guy stays alive. I think I have to be okay with this. I don't want to lose the Chompers. If opponent tries to go for a Haste Spike, we punish it with a Mystic Shot. So the Haste Spike, even if the opponent has exactly Haste Spike, it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. There it is. What did I say? Unless they literally sacrifice Kindred, which ends up being good for us too. Yeah, so we just go here. Go ahead, bye-bye Nasus. Bye-bye Nasus. Here's the question though. I think we just draw. I think we actually draw. Huh. I like developing. I don't think there's a lot of options that the opponent has, so I like developing. We can actually buff this up if we wanted to. We have the catch. Like, there's not a lot of things that the opponent could have to stop this. I guess Nasus is a problem, but we can just drag Nasus to the end because of the chumpers. Atrocity is the biggest problem. But opponent doesn't have a unit that has 5 attack plus Atrocity mana. Yeah, the crumble doesn't. The crumble doesn't do anything. What does the crumble do here? What does the crumble do here? Like, yeah, I think opponent just gonna play like the last resort while they need it. So, GG's. Timelines is pretty nuts. Timelines is pretty nuts. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Ornn Jax, which I think is actually favorable for the opponent. Unless we get timelines early, I think it's actually favorable for the opponent because their units are going to get much bigger than ours. Now, we get the timelines. So that's good. So we get the timelines. So we can get some value here. But again, the opponent's units just get really big as well. And that could be super problematic. We have something that we can discard. Right, we can discard the concurrent timelines and something else. We don't have a 2-drop though, so that's a problem. We also don't have Vi or Jax in our hand. We have to always have mulligan for timelines though. It makes such a big difference in this deck. As I speak about the man himself, guess who shows up? So we get the Jax. Opponent gets their own Jax. Cool. When it gets their Jax, we get our Jax. The problem is that if the opponent has a second Jax, we kind of get punished. We can cast away here. Kind of like the quick attack. Yeah, this is pretty good. It doesn't work though because the equipment happened beforehand. But this will be good for later. It didn't work right now because her equipment happened after the fact. Now opponent will forge, and we will attack and push 9. I guess push 3. But the Jax is getting to the level up condition, which is what we care about. Their Jax is also going to attack here, which is a little bit unfortunate. We can get another castaway. Because we have timelines, our Improvise units are so much better than theirs, right? Like, so much better than theirs. Like, here we can do Pot of Pain and have the Patrol Wardens. And now we have a unit that has 5 HP. Now we have a 5/5 unit, just like that. And this is where this deck shines. It makes it so awkward for the opponent to actually be able to attack or do anything. And if they don't attack, we just open attack, right? Now, opponent could have another Forge, and again, could still have the Jax, which will be the punish for this. Okay, so they get the lore, so they get to kill our Jax. Fine. We get the Vi now, which is going to have quick attack. And we're back to chilling, right? And now we get to kill his Jax. Unless the opponent draws a way to stop this. But this is gonna go to 3. I guess they could have Troll Shan, right? Troll Shan could be the way to stop that. But even if the opponent Troll Shans here, they're still taking sits here. We also should have dragged the Jax first, by the way. Might not matter because opponent's not close to it, but yeah, there we go. They get it. They get to kill the Vi as well. Oh. And they get to level up the Jax. No, not close. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe we have to keep the Vi a little bit longer. Maybe we jump the gun. Because we could have gone for the combat kick. We could go for the combat kick. That actually was probably better. And keep the Vi until we can actually kill his stuff. Opponent doesn't have enough mana for Ornn just yet. Yeah, we played a little bit jumpy. I got a little bit hyped up with the Vi.
Stand with me by the light.
So it ends up being a problem. Jax levels up here. We can go combat cook. Maybe we can go wide enough. Oh man, he gets another lore? Really? What are the chances? What are the chances? He could have gotten completely punished, by the way, if we had gotten a catch, right? If we get a catch there, we're able to equip our unit and be able to kill them. But you know, opponent always gets lucky, so it's okay. Okay. We can do the Hook Master. Yeah, I think it's the Hook Master. We can play Boom Baboon. I think it's the Hook Master. I think it's the Hook Master. We go here to give my units more health. We can pull with the Rummage, right?
By the forge we create.
All right. Fits the Moppers. Kind of looks nice here too. Fits the Mopper kind of looks nice here. And then we pull like this. And we have the... We go here. So that way the opponent has to actually block a ton of stuff. This does... I mean, opponent's always going to block the other stuff. Opponent going to take 9 damage. That's probably not enough. Because they're going to have Jax leveled up. They still have the Jax leveled up, which is a problem. I think this is the best way that we can do it, though. We push the 9. I guess we push 10. Plus another 3. We push 13. We push 13 here. Opponent's still at 3 though. Ooh, opponent's still at 3. Maybe we could have forced that Jax, but I think like the opponent's able to save that Jax, whether it has like a troll shot or something else. Oh, he gets a blocker. So they get the blocker with the Katia Mirage. Should just block here and then block here, right? So opponent needlessly lost the Mender for no reason. Now the problem here is Ornn. Ornn is huge. Ornn is huge at this moment. And that could be enough to kill us. That could be enough to kill us. Okay, that's not an Ornn. Which means that it makes me feel fine doing the Ionian hook right here. So it makes me feel fine doing this right here.
Do you kill everyone you beat?
Go for the far pain. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. So now opponent really doesn't have a good value here. Wild Claw? What? What? Wild Claw? That's your play. I'm down to go to 5. I'm down to go to 5. And let's go here. That's our Jax. Down to go to 5. Play another Ionian Hookmaster. We get the Katia right back. We could just get rid of this too. Actually, let's see first. Let's see first what we get before we try to get rid of it. We Hookmaster again. Defender, I think it's fine.
Catch and release
I'm just trying to make it so that this guy is as big as possible. I don't know if that's gonna happen though.
How's the ship holding up? Still full holes after you taunted that sea monster yet.
Let's see if we can draw something else. More units. Another Pirate. That's cool.
Just me or
Another one here too. We just want to go as wide as possible.
I'm on your
Right? And also make this Jax as big as possible. Pot of Pain for the impact trigger. Every little damage counts here.
I'm on your side.
Every little damage counts here, so we want to get this impact triggers. So this is gonna get 6. So this is gonna go up to 10, pushing 4. This is pushing 1. We're also 3 wide compared to the opponent. So we go like this.
You got this.
Now what?
need a weapon?
Now what? I guess they could have Flash Freeze. I mean, sorry, Harsh Winds. That's not enough, though. I guess it does give him some value. I still want to keep the Mystic to just kill them, though.
Be stretched.
So by blocking this guy, yeah, okay. So he has the freeze. Shouldn't be enough. Still shouldn't be enough. We push 6. We push enough so that Mystic Shot finishes the game. Can block here, block here. We have. Yeah, we're pushing 6. We're pushing 6, and then the Mystic Shot finishes the game. Ooh, alright, we got there, we got there. You can see the timeline's value. It's like whoopsie, right, in the game earlier. But the whoopsie ended up not mattering because we've been holding on to this Mystic Shot since the start of the game. So, GG's. Need to be a little bit cleaner. I need to be a little bit cleaner with my plays. Need to be a little bit cleaner with my plays. So, in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pirate Aggro. Okay, we need to get timelines, I think, or early blockers. Neither of these are happening. I think I need to keep the Boom Baboon, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to keep the Boom Baboon, unfortunately. We can Boom Baboon on turn 2. Or we can do the Castaway. No, I mean, sorry, we can do the Hookmaster.
No one's the wiser.
But I think it has to be... I mean, we can high roll the Hookmaster, we can high roll the pot.
Nice to meet you.
So that's one reason to go for the Hookmaster instead. Auto Ping gets me tough. Kinda like the tough. Kinda like the tough here.
It's ready.
We could play the catch.
Never see it coming behind you.
Or we can just let this go.
Grab Chumba.
That's also fine. Yeah, we can just let this go. The catch is not doing anything for us right now. Because what we can do is the Castaway. Or we can do the Boom Baboon. Wait. This is Bunkers. So we can do the Boom Baboon. Play the Sunny Urchin. And then do catch on the Flame Chompers. So that we can kill his unit. Or their unit, sorry. I'm surprised I didn't attack with the Protoporo, considering that it has impact.
Looking for trouble?
It found
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough to kill Misfortune, though. It's not enough to kill Misfortune. It's a little bit problematic. It's not enough to kill Misfortune, unfortunately. But we can go like this, right? And I think it's correct to go after the Mirai. Because we can always Phantom Block the Protoporo so that the damage doesn't go through. And then we can just kill Misfortune with a Mystic Shot. If the opponent develops, we can play the Combat Cook, and now the opponent shouldn't have a good attack anymore. Yeah, shouldn't have a good attack anymore. I guess they do. Well, no. Fearsome or Mana? I kind of like the Mana refill. I kind of like the Mana refill. If they attack with the Misfortune, I'm okay with that. The Protoporo gets blocked by the Flame Chompers. TF gets blocked by the Combat Cook. Okay. So we go like this, right? We let the Misfortune stay alive? Or do we just kill her now? I guess let's kill her now. We can always kill TF with the Chompers anyways. We still can just put this back on the castaway if we wanted to. We can also just put this on the chompers as well. It will lose the tough. I think we go castaway first. I think we go castaway. Here we get the fearsome one. Opponent doesn't have mana for it. Opponent doesn't have mana yet. Right? Because if we go here, I guess we're able to survive though, right? So if we go here, we can survive. Because he's going to have 3. So we can kill the Twisted Fate while still surviving. Make it rain. Alright. You have a second Make it rain? I'm going to kill Twisted Fate. It does give him the chance to summon a second Twisted Fate. But I think that's something I have to live with. Right? Like, second Twisted Fate is fine. Problem here is this open attack. Opponent is pushing 3. Not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for.
Jax said there'd be contenders out here.
Buy? Too heavy. Buy is probably too heavy. Buy is probably too heavy. We go here. Fisher Whack, that way we can kill both units. Opponent could play Twisted Fate, and then we potentially lose. Nope. Alright, so we take 0 damage. I'll take that. And we can start discarding a lot of this equipment, right? Yeah, I don't care. Your Fervor is fine. Because I would have done, the opponent would have done the same damage if we didn't do the Mystic Shot, right? They would have still done that 3 damage. Now, which ones do we not care about? I think the Fisher Whack and the Pan can go. Come on. Where's our stuff? Where's our Jats? We're at 8. We need Jats. There we go. The man of the hour.
Who's next? Bring it on!
Exactly. There we go. That's the level up. Awesome, awesome level up. Nice. So I like the combat reel. Right? We can go Reaper first. Oh, that's a nice one. I just want to push a ton of damage at this point.
Huh? No, Jax.
One only has 1 unit. Only has 1 more card that we care about. It's obviously the Decimate. Why is it always the Decimate? Why is it always the Decimate that they have?
The sub rock got me good.
So, do we have lethal here?
Anything else?
We do, right? Because we can just catch here. So we can catch here. And that should be enough. 5. We have 1. We're missing 1. No, that's attack lethal. And there we go. That's attack lethal here. We didn't get timelines, but it's okay. We got to grind the aggro deck. And that always feels good. So, GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against a Brave Soul playing TK Raka. Oh, what a brave soul you are, my friend. What a brave soul. I think it's just timelines. I think we have mulligan for timelines. I like to keep the buy, to be honest, but I think timelines is just going to push so much more value in this game than buy will. Still playing the Watchful Idol package. Interesting. Interesting. Star Spring. So we'll get to heal this back up. We don't play Aftershock, so early Star Spring is actually super scary. Actually super scary. I'm down to do this. I'm down to do this and just forge Jax right now. I'm cool with that. Soraka? Oh, okay. Soraka's kind of annoying. Soraka's kind of annoying. But the idea is that if the opponent gets greedy, we block through Soraka, we could potentially punish him with the Mystic Shot. So we can skip this. Oh, perfect. So you can skip this, right? So now both of my units have 4 attack, which means that first of all, we're going to level up Jax, right? And if the opponent blocks with Soraka, they get punished by the Mystic Shot. So they can't block with the Soraka. They cannot block with Soraka here. Wow. Now, I don't think we Mystic Shot just yet.
And you know what? Also for me.
Don't think we Mystic Shot just yet. Sunblaze bigger? Bunny just wants to keep that alive. That is gonna level up Soraka though and let him heal. So maybe we Mystic Shot now. Still gonna think that it's better to keep the Mystic Shot for when the opponent attacks with the Soraka. So it's a little bit unfortunate the opponent's getting some value here. And they're gonna continuously get that one blocker. But it's still a 5. I think we need, yeah, I think I'm okay playing it slow. I think I'm okay playing it slow. Because we just have so much value here. We can play the Fire Rift, right? It's gonna turn into something else. Perfect. Oh wait, we don't have timelines. Sorry. But that's okay. I think we still go for this value here. And that's fine. Oh, Vi? Vi's pretty good. Vi's pretty good. So opponent cannot really attack with Soraka. So like, what are they gonna do here? The craziest thing is that we can just play Vi and play the fearsome weapon on her. And just try to win that way. For some reason, I completely forgot I didn't have the timelines, by the way. So that was on me, right? So we can play the Shadow Worm, the Sandworm Amulet, gift by Fearsome. Is that even worth it though? Dragonic Bands? Huh. I think it is. I think it is. Right? This makes the Jax an 8 health unit that the opponent has to block.
You are better than this.
Wow. This is putting you at 10. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is putting you too low. Do we lose to Soraka next turn? We might lose to Soraka next turn if we're not careful. So we need to be very careful here. Yep. Don't think that's gonna be enough just yet. Don't think that's gonna be enough just yet. Let's do the timelines now. Jax is gonna go even bigger. We're still not in a bad spot because Soraka doesn't have anybody to heal. So opponent goes up to 17. They need to have another Astral Protection. And that's only 21. No, yeah, that's only 21. So another Astral Protection is not enough. If they get greedy like this, I guess they win, right? They get to 20? They get to 20, huh? Ooh, they get to 20 and that's enough to win in the game? Yeah, it is. Ooh, wow. Okay, well, they got there. They got there. We had a timeline way too late, so we didn't get the value from timelines. And they just were able to slow us down with both Starspring and Soraka early on. So GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against a Seer Sarah, so Sundisk. We want to get the timelines. I think it's very important. Okay, we get there. So timelines, and now we have our Improvise units. So this is pretty good. And we get Jax on top of it. Oh wow, this is actually a good card for Sundisk. I just realized that. Yeah, that's actually such a good card for them. I'm gonna go ahead and summon Jax first. I know technically we're not getting value. But by summoning Jax first, we don't have to worry about Rockhopper later on. And lets me start working on the Jax level up. So we're not getting the timelines value yet, but we do start getting the value from... Oh wait, Armory levels up. Wait, this is so interesting. This new version of Sundisk is interesting. Armory does level up the stuff, right? So we can Shepherd. We gotta just improvise the Shepherd itself. We can Pad of Pain. And we can turn it into Lauren Protege. So now we have Challenger with Tough. And has 4/4. Opponent's gonna try to kill the Jax, is what I'm getting at. I'm still willing to just take this now. Even if the opponent has the Rite of Arcane, that's okay. Like, even if the opponent has Rite of Arcane, I think that has to be okay. We can go for the Scout, but I think I like the Pot of Pain. Just start pushing a ton of damage here. And I like the Soul Shepherd. It has the most health. The opponent's gonna go Rite of Arcane, allowing him to summon the Sarcophagus. Ooh, that's not a Rite of Arcane. So now we just push a ton of damage here. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just going all in. Boom, ba boom. And we just go like this. And Jax levels up. And opponent still doesn't have their champion. So Jax levels up here. We have the Overwhelm now. We still have 8. Quicksand doesn't actually do anything to us. Opponent can kill this unit if they want to. They will need to have... I guess they could have the Seraph here. Rite of Arcane. Rite of Arcane. So we could Forge. Don't know if that matters. I don't think it matters. I don't think this matters. I think we go for this. We have the catch, right? So we have, because we have the catch, we're able to get a lot of value. Because we cannot go, we can go ahead and like put different stuff, right? That we need to. But I can't kill 2 of my units though, which is a little bit annoying. So we could catch this. It's not enough. Catch here doesn't matter either. So I guess we're just looking for Jax again? No, we skip. We skip. We don't need the multiple rummages. We don't need the multiple rummages. Here we just go here, play the Vi. We have access to the Light of Icathia. Vi is not vulnerable, right? Guess we just go here. Vi is not vulnerable. We have Impact. So we go like this. Does it matter? Doesn't matter. Opponent's still gonna live. Opponent still lives here. Yeah, opponent still gets to live. No matter which way we do it. No matter which way we do it, the opponent still gets to live. So now, on the if they have both Seraph and a Seer, like the Quicksand doesn't matter. It doesn't stop this. It doesn't stop the Overwhelm because it's an equipment, right? So unfortunately, the opponent got punished by that. He also doesn't stop the Tough because the Pot of Pain. So remember, silences don't work against equipment. It's like attach. So opponent just ended up wasting the Quicksand for no reason because we still end up pushing, I guess, a little bit less damage because it did reduce 1 damage here. But just keep that in mind. Equipment is like attach, which means that silences don't work on it. So GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Elise Gwen. So this deck can do really well versus us, right? We need to try to find timelines. This deck is very crucial with timelines. We don't get there, which is a problem. So not sure how this is gonna go now. I think they might just, especially because we got the Fire, which is one of our worst units unless we have timelines, because this guy cannot block. We have a pretty heavy hand. I think we go for the Sunny Urchin. We have to go for the Sunny Urchin, right? Gives me an early blocker against their units. Gives me an early blocker against the... Unfortunately, we ended up joining a second Vi, which is very bad for us, to say the least. Mystic Shot is good against Katarina, so that's actually kind of nice. We can do the Fire Earth right here, or I guess we can go the Praetorian Castaway. I like the Fearsome. I like the Fearsome. The Scout is nice though, but I like the Fearsome. I'm okay attacking, because sure. Okay, opponent's gonna decide to go here, which makes sense. Actually, we probably shouldn't have tagged with a 2-1, now that I think about it. We just gave them that 2-1 for no reason. To a deck that wants to... Okay. Alright. The Fisher Walk is kind of nice with the Vi, right?
Like, Captain. Hey, they patch up the
This is
hole.
kind of nice with the Vi. Sure. So opponent's just trying to push a ton of damage. So we just go here.
Salt.
We put the Overwhelm Devi and go from there. Put the Overwhelm Devi and go from there. Because this is going to actually put Devi almost close to level up. Opponent's going to have to have like a Vengeance or a Crumble to be able to deal with this Vi. Doesn't have it. We go here. One away from the level up. One away from the level up. Opponent goes down to 3 HP. They will be able to summon the Fallen Reckoner. Overwhelm? Okay, I mean, I'm okay with that. That's one Overwhelm that doesn't... Because he was going to summon the Reckoner anyways to stop our Vi from being a blocker. So opponent's still at 3 HP now. And even if they summon the Reckoner, it doesn't matter to us.
There's nothing to fear.
So 4, 6, 8. I'm okay taking this damage. I mean, 4, 6, 7. I can't count. Can't count apparently. We go here again.
Doing this my way.
And just do the same thing one more time. Put the Overwhelm on the Vi and win the game. I thought opponent was about to do 1 damage to the Nasus again. Now, I kind of need to develop, I think. I think I develop. I think I definitely develop. Yeah, I think I definitely develop before I open attack so that I can play around any random stuff. But again, we didn't get the timelines this time, but we still put so much pressure because of our units that we end up winning the game. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. As you can see what I'm talking about, right? When you get timelines on 1, it's absolutely ridiculous how strong this deck feels. I actually like this one better than the Trundle deck. Although the good thing about the Trundle deck is that you're able to win even without timelines, right? You still have Trundle, you still have your Pillar. This deck really has a much harder time to win without timelines because you're really relying on that improvised value and be able to transform them into better units. But regardless, we're all good players, so we're all gonna get timelines on turn 1 every single game that we play with this deck, right? That's how it works. In terms of mulligan, you know it. Just hard mulligan everything away to get timelines. Once you already have timelines in your hand, if you already have one, then you can keep some of your other units, right? Usually you want to keep the improvised units, right? So if you have timelines in your hand already, you're keeping some of your improvised units and just try to make your curve as best as possible. Because at the end of the day, you're just kind of putting a lot of aggression in the opponent and just being able to overwhelm them with your big units. But yeah, enough about that. Pretty straightforward deck, really strong in the past few days. So hopefully you all enjoyed playing this deck as well. As always, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.